Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, your local realtor here in Flagstaff. Let's do a quick little review on the real estate market here now that we're a month and a half into 2022. Our New Year's resolutions are far gone. And let's look into the future. Let's look into something more fun and exciting. Let's talk about some real estate moving ahead. So the number one question I get every day is, Eric, what's the real estate market look like and where's it going? So my answer is it's not going anywhere but up right now. And I think we're just seeing a continuation from 2021 now here into 2022. And the reason why is inventory and the absolute lack of right now. Looking at the market here in Flagstaff, I can tell you today is February 20th, and I just did a search in our MLS. And when I look into Flagstaff market right now, there are 19 single family homes for sale in Flagstaff under the price of $1 million. Now that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's active homes that are for sale right now. That doesn't include anything that's currently pending. When I add in condos, townhomes, and manufactured homes, that brings it up to a whopping 32 properties. 32 properties for sale right now in Flagstaff. In this big of a market, that's insane. That's crazy. So again, the demand is still there and probably increasing, and the inventory is just not there right now. So all that does is to our prices is it keeps jacking them up. If you're looking at some of the prices and some of the properties for sale right now in Flagstaff, you can see that some of these prices are really reaching up there. And you know, a lot of the sellers too that are kind of on the cusp of should I sell or should I wait? Some of them are putting their properties out there and they're just putting a price tag just to see if people are actually going to pay for it. And a lot of times people are. If you're a first-time home buyer, this market is extremely difficult to get into. And I'm sorry, guys, there's nothing we can do about it right now. You know, for your first-time home buyers, I would say if you're looking at price ranges from $450 and below, a majority of those sales are going to be cash buyers right now. We have a lot of cash buyers, a lot of people holding on to a lot of cash, a lot of people that have recently sold the property either in California or anywhere else, you know, across the country. They're making a lot of money. And so if you're a first-time home buyer, it's going to be very difficult. It's not impossible. We can definitely get you in there, but you just have to be patient. Like I said, the demand's not going anywhere, but the inventory might open up a little bit as we get to the later spring. You know, a lot of people, when they're trying to decide whether or not they should sell, especially if they have children, they're looking around the school year, right? Like, not a lot of people want to sell right now. In February, it's winter. We're actually supposed to get another 10 inches of snow this week. So obviously that's a little sidebar, but you know, people don't want to move with a couple of months left of their kids in school. So as they get closer to the end of the school year, we'll definitely see the inventory increase and a lot more properties coming out onto the market. Not only that, being a university college town, you have some rentals that people have held on to as investments, or they've held it for their kids while they've been going through college and now they're graduating. So we'll see some of those properties come up as well towards the end of April, towards the end of May. So, you know, the inventory is just not there right now, but just be patient. It's gonna come, like, we'll figure it out. So don't get too concerned about it, okay? We're finally getting a lot of our stats in. Actually, we've got all the stats in from 2021. And so we did a little comparison based on where the prices and the inventory was at, looking at the year 2020 compared to where we were with the complete 2021. Now that we've got all of those transactions done and closed, we were able to put up some information. So I created this this graph here so you can take a look at it and you can really see the difference between 2020 and 21 and some of the increases and decreases that we've seen. So looking at 2020 to 2021 in terms of homes that were sold, we had a 13.3 decrease in homes that were sold, and that's just because there's no inventory out there. And when you have a lack of inventory, you can see in the next slide there, or the next line, the increase in the median sales price. We went up 20.6% in our median sales price here in Flagstaff. Now this graph does include the area of Parks and the area of Belmont, because that's just kind of an extension of Flagstaff now up to this point. Looking at the next bar down there, our number of listings decreased by 5.8%. Again, this just shows the lack of inventory. The days on the market, the next one down, we went from 92 days on the market average to 52 days on the market. And think about that. Not only is that a huge decrease, but we had, when you comprise into that, the typical 45 days it is for a closing on a house, and you look at the 52 days average on market, that kind of boils it down to these homes were on average for sale on the market for 7 days. That's how quick these houses are going, just because of the demand that's there. Next bar down, we're looking at the average price per square foot. We went from $250 a square foot to $310, and I can tell you we're probably higher than that right now, early into this market in 2022. And here's another one that's pretty significant. The percentage of houses that were sold as a cash sale. We went from 19% to 27.5%. Like I said, these homes that are, around $450 or less, a lot of these homes are being purchased through cash because people are selling their houses, selling an investment property, and they have cash to hold on to. And these houses that are being listed, if they have a cash offer, 9 times out of 10 they're going to go with that cash offer because it's a guaranteed transaction most of the time. And it's quick and easy, especially if they want to get out of the house quickly. A lot of these can be done in 10 days or so. It's unfortunate if you're you're a family and you just don't have the cash, or you're a first-time home buyer, you don't have the cash, that you're in competition with some of these cash buyers. But that's just that's the market that we're in right now, and I think you'll see some of these trends continue. I mean, it's the crystal ball question, what's going to happen as we get into the late spring, early summer. I mean, who knows? I mean, you don't know with the economy, the way things are going, the way inflation is going, but barring anything, traumatic, that's unforeseen, that, causes a huge effect on the economy. If things were just to continue the way they are, I think we'd see another increase in overall value for Flagstaff again this year. And until that inventory really starts opening up, it's just going to be a tough competition. The prices are going to continue to be high, and we're going to go in that through the end of the year. So if you're looking to buy, you just have to be patient right now. Trust me, this is a time of year when people don't necessarily want to move and list their homes, so that market and inventory could definitely increase as we get into the spring. And if you're selling, I mean, it's a great time to sell. You're going to get top dollar for your house, and likely where you're at in your price point, your price range, you'll likely maybe getting a cash offer as well. So, everyone wants to sell high, buy low, sell high, and that just, most of the time that's just not going to happen unless you move to a completely different market. Real estate is high all across the country. But depending on which geographical area you're at, you have a little bit of flexibility on price, and maybe going down to buy something a little more or less expensive, rather than if you're looking to sell and move out of Flagstaff. But just to think, just quick reminder, everyone wants to buy when the market's during the dip and when the market's low. But our last crash from 2009, we were in a market that the prices continued to go down for 5 straight years. So, you might see that first year where the prices go down, and you think, okay, this is it, but I'm gonna wait until it goes down even further. I don't want to buy at the, I don't want to buy if prices are going to keep going down. And you just put yourself in that, like, you could be waiting another 5 years. So my advice is always, if you find the house that you want and you can afford it and it's within your budget, you just buy it. If you want to sell and you need to get out of town, or you need to get to a bigger house, you just sell and you just buy in the current market. You just make things work depending on your budget. Find the house that you want, find the budget that works, and don't worry about trying to buy high, buy low. It's just too much of a game. So I hope this helps. And if you guys have any questions on the market, have any questions on maybe the value of your home, or any questions on Flagstaff whatsoever, again, my name is Eric with Realty Executives of Flagstaff, and I'd be happy to help you out. Just give me a call give me an email, send me a text message, whatever the case may be, and I'll talk to you soon. Appreciate you guys. Take care.